I'm Dr. Sanbu Selvi. I'm going to deliver a lecture on active site of an enzyme. Okay, so it is comes under the subject enzymology. What is called as enzymes? Enzymes are called as the biocatalyst. It does accelerate the rate of reactions. Okay, it does speed up the reaction. Suppose if you are taken that is of two types of chemical reactions or biological reactions, if you are take it, one of them is presence of absence, another one is the absence of enzyme, which is carried out faster, means the help of enzymes that only it is can be carried out in the activity very faster. Okay, why? Because of that some important unique feature is present on the surface of an enzyme, that is the called as active site of an enzyme. Today class I am going to discuss on the active site of an enzyme. So my topic is on active site of an enzyme. So the active site of an enzyme, it has come under the important location on the surface of a enzymes. Okay, so where it is present means it is present on the surface of a enzyme. So it is interior. It is buried inside the active site of an enzyme. So what is it called as means introduction? If you are taken it, it is the active site of enzyme is that point where the substrate bind to proceed the chemical reactions. So proceed the chemical reactions where it is present. It is a present on the surface of an enzyme. So it is a pit-like structure. Pit means a small cavity or a cleft is present on the surface of an enzyme is called as a active site. So see that is of active site. Here the diagrammatic representation given, that is the white color, it does represent the enzyme, and the red color it does indicate the active site, and the blue color it indicates the substrate. Okay, this is the example for the lysozyme. So the lysozyme, it always the enzyme have the two important site is there. One is the called as the substrate binding site, another one is the called as the active site. Okay, and then next category, if you are coming to this active site and the binding site, how we have to differentiate means we have to differentiate that is of a unique, that is of a cleft is there. Okay, so what is the cleft means? The active site is a three-dimensional cleft. It is formed by the groups that come from the different parts of the amino acid sequence. So the active site that take up, it is a relatively a small part of a total volume of an enzyme. So the how we are saying that a three-dimensional cleft means they have that is of a one-dimensional, two-dimensional, and three-dimensional structure. Because the proteins are building block is amino acids. Okay, so the amino acids are joined together by the peptide bond. So they have the four orders of the protein structure: primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and the quaternary structure. So tertiary structure, if you are taken three-dimensional structure, it is called as a folding of a proteins. So that three-dimensional structure only what happened that it is imposes the active site of an enzyme. It shows that as of a particular, the functional group is only located on the surface of a protein. Okay, so the active site take up relatively the small part of the total volume of an enzyme. Just that is of a 5%, that is only present in the total volume of an enzyme. So the active sites are called as the cleft or crevices. The cleft or crevices that only to hold the substrate and to bring about the action. So what is the mechanism of the enzyme means? The enzymes combine with the substrate to form an enzyme substrate complex and then further converted into form the product and the release of the free enzyme. So the release of free enzymes, so you have to what happened that the enzyme combines with the substrate, it is carried out in the particular location or a particular site, that is called as the active site. Therefore the term is called as the cleft or the crevices. And the next point is what is the mechanism? We are saying E combined with the substrate to form ES complex and finally release the enzyme. So the enzyme bound with the substrate, it is not tightly bound, it is the loosely bound. Therefore what is the main important thing is given? The substrate are bound to the enzyme by the multiple weak attraction. So multiple weak attraction, then only automatically it is detached the enzyme from the substrate. So and the next important as the point is the specificity, because the enzymes, the unique features of the enzymes, if you are taken it, it has a selectivity, specificity, affinity is there. So the specificity specificity. Why we are saying the specificity? If we are taken, the enzyme is called as urease. It has act on the substrate only the urea. So the enzyme is urease, the substrate is urea. So the specificity of the binding is depends on what? That depends on the previously defined the arrangement of the atoms in an active site. Okay, so previously defined the arrangement of an atoms in an active site is called as a proximity effect. So proximity effect means a particular the location have the functional group. That functional group only it is involved in the binding of the substrate to the enzyme. So next thing is the active site in an enzyme. You have that is of two important sites are present in that. Okay, so what is the enzyme? We are telling that it is called as the scaffold to support and position the active site to particularly the hold or the hanging of the active site. So there are two important sites are present, that is called as the binding site and the catalytic site. The binding site, it helps to bind and orient the substrate. Okay, bind and orient the substrate, and then second one is called as the catalytic site. So the catalytic site, what happened there? It has reduced the chemical activation energy. So first we are talking about the binding site. Binding site, what happened that it helps to bind and orient the substrate. Orient means what happened? It is holding the substrate and then form the enzyme substrate complex and then proceed the reaction. And the next step after the enzyme substrate complex, next step is called as the catalytic site. So this catalytic site, what happened that it is an important role in that is a speed up the rate of reaction. Another one important as the point is activation energy is required. The energy is required for the substrate converted into the product. So therefore they are called as the activation energy. So that catalytic site automatically it is reduce the chemical activation energy. Okay, and the next thing is the features of an active site. So what are the important features are present in the active site? Well, first point is we are already discussed that is called as the binding activity and the catalytic activity. So binding activity, it is the main thing is we are telling that it has humps and bind. So the existence of the active site is mainly due to what? Tertiary structure of the protein. Tertiary structure of protein means the folding of a protein, and it is also made up of the amino acid known as the catalytic the residues. It is possess the catalytic the binding site and the substrate is the binding the site. So the specificity is always depend on the both the binding site as well as that is of a substrate the binding site. The specificity of the binding, it is depend on what? The previously defined the arrangement of atoms in an active site, because it is approximately oriented and then bring about the location in that is of an active site. So therefore these two are the important thing. And the next thing is we are coming to the binding site. Okay, so the binding site activity of an enzyme which increases the binding affinity of the substrate. Therefore affinity, that is very, very important in that it comes and attract the substrate with the enzymes. So how there can be the attraction is carried out? We are having the weak bonds. What are the bonds are present means hydrogen bond, electrostatic bond, van der Waals bond, and the non-covalent bond. Here the strongest bonds are not involved in the activity. So what are the strongest bonds means the ionic bond and hydrogen bonds are not involved in the binding of the substrate to the enzyme, because the end product is what? The product and the release of the free enzymes. So therefore we have to more concentrate on that as of and the binding is the loosely bound and then the weak attraction bonds. Hydrogen bonds, electrostatic bonds are more commonly it is involved in the activity. And then how that reactions can be carried out. We are going to discuss about that as of two models. Okay, so the two models that explain the active site of an enzymes. So what are the model means? Because the most of the enzymes they have to follow the lock and key model. Another one is called as an induced effect model. You know, because in our system there are two types of enzymes, are the normal enzymes and then regulatory enzymes. Regulator means on and off. Whenever you need the energy or whenever you need that is of a particular metabolic function, that time only the enzymes are active. Remaining time it is present in the inactive form. form. This inactive form enzymes are called as the regulatory enzymes. So all the enzymes cannot as such it is present. The sum of the enzymes they can perform it in that is of a different manner. So example, they have the lock and key. The word lock and key means the specific is the key is for a lock, right? The same thing, the induced fit model, it has, if you are taken, it is called as a regulator. So regulator means it has maintain the activity and the level whenever you need, that time only it is worked out. Other time it cannot be the proceed to the reaction. That time it is inactive form. That is called as an induced fit model. The two scientists they formulated the theory, and that theory explained the enzymes how it can be occur in a body. Okay, and the next thing is what the property that affect the binding, right? So this is the mechanism, the enzyme catalyzed reaction. So the enzymes, if you are taken that is of a violet color, it does indicate the enzyme. The enzyme is called as the sucrase, and that the sucrase it is act on the substrate, it is called as the sucrose, and then automatically what happened that the sucrase act on the sucrose molecules and then form a complex called as enzyme substrate complex. After the enzyme substrate complex, it can be converted into the enzyme plus the product. Okay, so enzyme plus the product formation, the product should be released in the form of glucose and the fructose. Okay, so these glucose and the fructose and the releasing of the free enzyme. This is the normal mechanisms carried out in the any enzymatic reaction. So the enzyme should be released out. So what are the factors that is involved in that is of a binding? They have the complementary, flexibility, surfaces, non-covalent forces, affinity, and specificity. So complementary means what we are saying, that means that binding, right? You are having that as of a holding capacity is that, then it is called as a complementary. Okay, so the shape it have bind the substrate. Okay, tightly, not tightly, that much it is having that as of a binding activity, then it is called as a complementary. And then flexibility means allosteric enzymes or regulatory enzymes, that enzymes are undergo the flexible in nature. Inactive form of enzymes can be converted into the active form of enzymes. And the next cases, it is called as surfaces. Okay, where the enzymes can be present is present on the interior or exterior. That is the main thing. So all the enzymes, the active site have present on the inner surface or the location of a side chains. Okay, the side chains is involved in that is of a binding of a enzyme. And then non-covalent forces. Non-covalent forces means hydrogen bond, it is ionic bond, it is both of them is leftover. The remaining things, all the type of weak interaction, it is involved in the activity. And the next important as the point is affinity. So affinity means the binding of the enzyme to the substrate. It is affinity source. Okay, so urea means urease, sucrose means sucrase. Okay, so the specific enzymes, name it along with the substrate ASE. And then specificity means it have the binding capability to bind. Okay, otherwise it does not work it. But suppose I am taking that as of a hexokinase and taking the sucrase, which one is act on sucrose means only the sucrase only act on the sucrose. That is called as the specificity. Okay, and the next thing is the active site of a region. It has the specific region. What are the components it can bind? Means it can bind the substrate, cofactors, prosthetic groups. So these three, not only that is of a substrate, and apart from that as the substrate, the cofactors and the prosthetic as the groups are also involved in the binding of an enzyme. So active sites occupy the less than 5% of the total surface area of an enzyme. Okay, so only 5%. And then changes in the shape of a protein can affect the changes in the shape of an active site and the function of an enzyme. So if you have to change the shape of a protein, automatically, therefore we are telling that tertiary structure or three-dimensional structure only it is involved in the activity of an enzyme. So the changes in the shape of the protein that affect the shape of the active site and the function of the enzymes. And the next point is when an enzyme, the last it a 3D shape, it is the called as a denaturation. What is the called as a denaturation? Means the proteins are made up of amino acids and then they're exiting either in the primary structure, secondary structure or tertiary structure it is present. But this structure, it is subjected to changes in temperature or changes in the pH or ionic strength. Automatically what happened? It lost its shape. And that shape, it is said to be called as a denaturation state. And then next point is how it can be regained means on heating. If you are doing that or increasing the temperature, it is called as a denaturation state. At the same time, the enzymes can regain the shape while the others are called as irreversible. Suppose the irreversible activity of the enzyme is present means it is not possible, but most of the cases they can regain the shape only in the case of the enzyme is reversible. The reversible activity, they can regain the shape. And then next thing is the characteristics of an active site. So the characteristics of an active site, if you are taken it, it has occupied the smaller portion of a molecule. You see that is of a enzyme, that is the smaller cleft, right? So it is a well-defined 3D shape and changes its configuration to bind it to the substrate. And then this active site is made up of the few amino acid side chain. Now we are coming to the point, what is the active site? The active site contain what? It is the made up of the few amino acid side chain. So amino sites, very few amino acid side chain present and then bind to the substrate by weak the forces. And then see that this is the example for the enzyme that is called as the fructose 2,6 biphosphatase. This is the enzyme, and this enzyme is present in that is of a gluconeogenesis pathway, and this pathway is present there. How that is regulatory enzyme? This is a regulatory enzymes, and the lysine 356, arginine 352, arginine 307, and histidine 258. Arginine 257, histidine 392, and the glutamate 327. So these are the amino acid. It does act as a side chains. It is involved in the holding of a substrate. This is called as active site. So the active site or active center of an enzyme, it does represent the smaller region at which the substrate is the bind and participate in the catalysis. So what is the silent? The feature is present means the existence of an active site is due to what? Tertiary structure of proteins and then made up of amino acid which are far from each other in the linear sequence of the amino acid. It is present in the form of a what? Present in the form of a linear, the sequence of an amino acids. Okay, so the linear sequence of amino acid proceed. So what is the mechanism? As if you are taken the enzymes combined with the substrate to form an enzyme substrate complex. Okay, so enzyme substrate complex and then further proceed to form enzyme product, and then finally it has released the enzyme and plus the product as a formation is there. Okay, so here we have to find out that what type of enzyme it is, the normal enzyme or that is of a allosteric enzyme, allosteric or regulatory enzymes. So depending on the mechanisms can be the change, slight the changes in that. So next thing is the properties of an active site. If you are given the initial binding of the substrate and the enzyme is through the non-covalent as the bond, okay, and then it shows flexibility as it is, it can change its conformation, that is allosteric enzymes, and the active site of an enzymes react with the specific the substrate. And the active site is mainly consist of what? The non-polar amino acid residues which carry the no charge at all. Okay, so what are the characteristics of active site? If you are taken, it is called as hydrophobicity, flexibility, reactivity, and the net charge. Hydrophobicity means it is not soluble in water, and then flexible means whenever the substrate comes, that time it does changes its shape, that is called as the flexibility. And then reactivity, the enzyme should be combined with the substrate to form the product, that is called as the reactivity. And then net charge means it is a zero charge, it have that no charge at all, because it have no positive charge and the negative charge, the active site should be the negative charge. And then reaction rate, how it can be carried out. In the first condition, we will discuss the transition reaction of the substrate into the product. Okay, so in the absence of enzymes, if you are taken it, automatically what happened, the energy is required for the transition state, it is higher. Okay, because of that, no energy is present, right? So the energy of the substrate is higher and the energy of the product is lower, but the energy is required for the transition state. Transition states are called as enzyme substrate complex. It is called as the transition state. And then in the second case, in the transition state, the reaction, the substrate converted into the product in the presence of enzymes. So here, if you are taken it automatically, the presence of enzyme, the activation energy is to be reduced. When compared to the previous one, the somewhat this activation energy is to be reduced. Therefore, the catalysis reactions can be proceed in that. And the next thing is the mechanism of enzyme action. That is the two important hypotheses they have to carry out. That is called as a lock and key model. So the local key, it is proposed by the scientist Emil Fischer in the year 1894. What they had mentioned that the shape of the substrate and active site, these two are the important factors. And then substrate is act as a lock, and then the substrate is act as a key, and then enzyme is act as a lock. Okay, so it come and bind, so they can fit together, like, right? So therefore they are telling us that what the substrate is called as the key into the lock. The specific key can perform its action. Otherwise, it cannot work out. The same mechanism, the scientists proposed the hypothesis in the year 1894, lock and key. So next step is the lock and key model. What does it involve? Indicated the active site should be the rigid shape. So it is not applicable for that is of all the enzymes. Okay, so the most of the enzyme it can proceed that is of a lock and key model, but the regulatory enzyme does not work out on that. So only the substrate exactly matching with that, the shape can fit that. Okay, otherwise it cannot fit that. The substrate is the key that fit the lock of the active site. But this is the very oldest model, and then it does not work out for all the enzymes. It does not work out for all the enzymes. So in the lock and key model, you have that main important as the feature is what? It has the main feature is the active site. The active site should be the rigid. It does act like a lock and key and then perform it. So it can bind it and then, so it does not work it for all enzymes. And then what are the features it is given? The Emil Fischer proposed the lock and key model, and then they have what you are given that it is a reciprocal fit between the enzyme and the substrate. To stay fit, the active site must have the complementary the shape. It have that is then only it can penetrate and then proceed the reaction. And a matching is resembles like a fitting of a key to the lock. Okay, so therefore it is called as the lock and key, and it has accelerate the rate of reactions. And the next model is you are coming to that, it is called as the Coastland induced fit model. And this induced fit model, what does it given means? This induced fit model, it has a proceed and then bring about the action via that is of changes in the shape, the conformation of the shape of enzyme molecules. Okay, changes in the shape of the enzyme molecules, it is produced. So it is applicable for what? Regulatory enzyme. So inactive form of enzyme can be converted into the active form of enzyme via through that is of a conformation changes in the shape. So here it is flexible. So all the allosteric enzymes are involved in that is of a Coastland induced fit model. Okay, so this is the main thing is the present in that is of an active site of an enzyme. So active site of an enzymes, we are coming to the conclusion that it have the flux. The main important as the feature is what? It is a present on that is of a cleft, okay, or crevices. Once it can be bind, it can be the releasing out. After the formation of the product, the enzyme should be released out. Therefore, we have put it in that as of a what? In the weak interactions, and then we have the high affinity, high flexibility, and then specificity and selectivity is the present in that as the binding of an enzyme to the substrate. Okay, so the binding of the enzyme to the substrate, it can be proceed in the proper orientation and bring about the action. Okay, so the finally I concluded that this active the site of an enzyme play a key role in the enzyme activity. And then the next point is the turnover number of an enzyme. So the number of the substrate molecules converted into the product per unit time is the called as the turnover or the catalytic activity of the enzyme. That only also depend on the what? Depend on the active site. So the depend on active site binding. Okay, so the active site binding is play a significant role in the enzyme activity. Okay, thank you so much.